you do 15 for all three of these?
Those are real super good ones.
Hi. So our first garage sale, this person had a ton of stuff at their garage sale, so trying to go through it all can be a little bit overwhelming, but I stopped over here at this Christmas table, kind of looking through the Christmas items, and the Christmas items can be really good, and a lot of times they will sell throughout the whole year. I do think you can get the most amount of money during the holiday season, but a lot of Christmas items will sell throughout the year. I'm over here looking at some of the DVDs, seeing if there's any like video games mixed in, in there. I don't see any, so I'm taking a quick look there. I'm gonna check this other stack as well, but no video games in these DVD stacks, or nothing that I thought was interesting, no like TV series or anything like that. I do see this model car right here. I do end up leaving this model car. I do scan it, and it just wasn't really going for that much. So over on this table, I see this Stein right here, and it's a Budweiser Stein. So I'm like, okay, there's a lot of Steins that can go for a lot of money. You'd be surprised. So I'm like, all right, let me just scan it real quick with the eBay app, see if it's going for anything. So I scan it, and as you guys can see, it's listed for like $11, $15. So I'm gonna pass on that.
I bought this movie.
Oh yeah, I got it right here. I had it back here.
Well, my friend was here and I asked her, hey, you're going to get there before me. You want to pick that up? But I didn't think I was going to get here so soon. But here I am. Oh, he didn't make it. You want to go to some more?
Oh, what's this?
No, I mean,
this is the only one that's here.
oh, it was good.
Oh, there's a lot to look at.
So I see these inflatable ducky like drink holders. They look kind of older, maybe vintage. So I'm like, all right. So I scan them real quick, and they're just not going for that much money either, which I was kind of bummed out about. So put that back. So like I said, there was just a lot of stuff to kind of go through here. So I'm just kind of scanning through and just seeing if I see things that I don't see that often. So I see this right here. This is like a bubble maker. It's like a snowman little bubble maker. He like blows bubbles. It looked a little bit older, so I'm like, okay, I've never seen this. So I scan it. Doesn't really go for that much money, but that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to go through items, and if I see something that I recognize or that I know that will sell, I'll pick that up. But you just don't know everything, so I'm always gonna try to scan stuff if I can, or just try to look stuff up if it looks like it's something older or something that might be of some value. I find this other like older looking vintage, possibly Santa over here. It looks like an older box, vintage maybe, I don't know. So I'm looking at it. I want to scan it, and when I look it up, it goes for like, there was one right there that's on bids for $9.95. Still had a couple days left. Some were for like $25 or best offer. That one didn't have the box, but it doesn't have the box. I'm going to check it out, see how it looks, and it looks pretty good. But I'm going to go verify with Stacy and kind of get her opinion on what she thinks about it. But Stacy and I talked it over, and we decided to leave it. Over on this table, I find this. It looks like an Andy Warhol type, style. With the Flintstones on it, so it kind of had like all the different pictures of Fred Flintstone there, and it says Fred, and I was like, okay, like this is kind of cool. I've never really seen something like that. And I bring it over, I'm looking at the stitching, so this looks like it's a single stitch. So usually single stitches are older t-shirts. It does have a little stain on the bottom right between the E and the D, but I just thought it was pretty cool. It was only 50 cents, so I think Stacey and I are going to pick this up. Alright, I'll try it. Not really finding too much. So I find this whole box of cassettes here. So I'm just trying to look at different ones. I'm like, I don't know, maybe there might be some value in some of these cassettes. I haven't really found any that are of value, but they had so many, so I just thought, you know what, let me scan a couple, see if there's anything of value here. Maybe I can make an offer on the whole lot of the cassettes, but I wasn't really seeing anything that was really worth anything, so decided to pass and leave those. But it's always good to check. There's an Aerosmith cassette right there. What kind of sandals are these? Oh, forever. We can try.
You think they're alright?
Yeah, a little more. Might be able to clean it up a little bit.
We can do the bend test on the other pair.
So a lot of times when we get shoes, we're going to do the bend test. So you're going to, flip the shoes over and just kind of push them and bend them. And if the shoes are in good shape, they're not going to crack or anything. Sometimes on the bend test, you're going to see like some of the material kind of break apart from the sole of the shoe. So it's always good to do the bend test. As you can see right here, it's kind of coming up a little bit. So I'm like, all right, well, let's pass on these and we're gonna grab the other ones.
I like these better than those. Pay out here?
Yeah.
50 cents?
Then Stacy, how much are the shoes?
$2.50. There you go.
So at the next garage sale, I come across these purses. They're like Vera Bradley purses, which kind of mark kind of high. That one's $5 there. So we haven't had the best luck with Vera Bradley purses. Usually like the purses and the wallets, not so much. We haven't had good luck with it. But the duffel bags can be really great. So if we see those, we definitely pick those up. But I do see these fire boots over here. And I looked them up. They're like steel toe fire boots. So we're going to put these Vera Bradley purses back. And then I'm going to try to see if I can find anything else. And I'm going to decide if we want to get these fire boots. And as I'm looking them up, these fire boots right here, so they're kind of all over the place. They really depend on the size. Some of them were for like $50, some were $70 is what they were asking for. So, you know, always remember, check the sold listings because anybody can list any item that they want for whatever they want. So you always want to check the solds. And I knew when I was going into the solds, I'm sure it's going to take a particular buyer that's going to buy these kind of boots. But, you know, the comps were there. I'm kind of showing Stacy right here. So I'm like, you know, maybe we could take a gamble on this and see if these would be something to pick up. So I'm over here, I'm looking at, you know, these things in these display cases, and like I said, I always do in all my videos. If you guys see anything there that maybe I missed or that is something of value, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm always learning, always trying to figure out different things that are worth money. So I head over here and I see this DVD VHS combo player. It's a Sony unit and it has the remotes. So I'm like, okay, but he wants $25 for it, which is a little high. Usually I like to get into these for about $5. But I'm looking it up and some are listed for like $79 and I see one there for $30. And then sometimes I'll just look at the remotes, and if the remotes sell for a good amount, I'll just pick it up just for the remote. And the remote was selling for, I don't know, about $25 looks like there. So just not enough for me to make any money on. So I didn't end up picking that, you know, VCR DVD player up. Looking back, I probably could have made a little bit of money on it, but I just decided I didn't want to get into it for $25 and I didn't want to take the chance of not being able to test it and see if it worked before I bought it.
Some dance girls. I don't know how much they are.
What's the price tag say?
No price, it's just the size. These are $2.
This is $5.
Oh, how did I miss that? I guess I was holding them.
Okay, is that too much?
No.
Try again for
I'd like to
$3.
get it for less. For 3, yeah. So how much do you want to get this one?
10, 13,
And 2.
15.
So 15 for everything.
Yeah.
So,
Could you do 15 for all 3 of these?
15.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Fine.
No.
Oh wait, is
No,
tobacco
no.
on
Those are real super good ones. I'll take the $2 off
Yeah.
and make it 20.
Okay. What do you think about that? I didn't notice this before. Is that okay?
I don't know. I mean, they're used. It's gonna take a little bit of cleanup. Yeah. Would you do 10 on these?
All right, give me 20 for everything.
I thought that's where we were at before.
Yeah, that's where we're at before. Because if this was 10, 15, 17 would be the total if this was 10.
I know. Oh, I know. I use them quite a bit.
Make it 15.
Okay.
I know. I make a soup.
Thank you very
and it
much.
comes out really
50
good
for
in there.
I don't know.
Hot roast comes
Wait, do
out
you mean
excellent.
15 for everything? Because
How much?
10, 15. Yes, 15 for everything. Yes.
Is that okay? Okay. There you go, sir.
Thank you very
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Huh? What?
Is it there? Yeah, I already looked it up.
So this is why you always want to check sold listings. So when Stacy showed me the phone, the listings that were there were like $200, $250. But then as I'm looking at solds, it wasn't that much. It was like $50. There was one for $39. So it just wasn't that great. So always check the solds because that's going to tell you how much things are really selling for. On this table, I noticed a new toy there on the top right. It's like a PJ Mask. Looks like a little, I don't know, like a little boat or ship, or I'm not sure. So I ended up scanning it, and it goes for about, looking at the solds right here, it looks like, 25, maybe like 25 free shipping. So I'm like, okay, it's brand new. She wants $2 for it. I'm going to try to get her down to $1, and we'll see how that works out.
Okay. That's $3 total? Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
The next garage sale that we went to was another one of those. There's just so much stuff. So our whole driveway was just filled with all these items. So, it really takes time when you go to garage sales to have a lot of items to kind of go through everything and make sure you didn't miss anything. Because I can't tell you how many times, like, sometimes Stacey and I will go to garage sales and we'll, like, take a picture of an item that we're not really sure about, and then we'll end up leaving, and then we'll end up looking it up later, and, like, the item was worth so much. So always take your time at garage sales to have a lot of items. So I'm over here looking at these tables. There's some Disney stuff right here. This is like a Disney. It looks kind of like a lithograph. It looks like it's matted and it has like a stamp right there. So I thought that was interesting. So I'm going to look that up. But God, that one didn't really go for that much, which I was really surprised at. Thought it was going to go for a little bit. So I end up leaving that.
I wouldn't sell it either. You couldn't get it with money.
I don't know what to do. I gotta get the gas tank clean. I've been so busy. I had to get the sides. Yep, no. Kind of forgot that part.
Here we go with some more steins. So I'm looking at them. I'm like, okay, these steins could be worth some money. So I just grabbed one and I look it up, and it wasn't really going for that much. So I didn't, look up any more after that. But keep in mind, steins can be worth a lot of money. So. So as you guys know, whenever I go to garage sales, I usually ask for two things, video games and Disney pins. So I see this container here, it says pins. So I'm going to kind of thumb through it real quick and see if there's any Disney pins in here. So I'm looking and not really seeing anything. So I'm going to ask the person who's running this garage sale if they have any Disney pins.
Do you have any Disney pins or anything like that?
Disney.
Yeah, Disney pins. Yeah, I saw that, so I thought I'd ask. I don't see any in there, but I didn't know. Okay.
Okay.
No worries, thought I'd ask. What's up?
I want $50 for this, but she was like make an offer. I want to throw
Oh, what do you want to do?
like $20.
So I find Stacy, she's looking at these Buccaneers jacket. This one's really cool. It has an awesome spell out on the front, Tampa Bay, and then on the back it has, the nice emblem there. This is an NFL jacket. Looks really nice. She wanted 54, but said that she would, take offers, and Stacy was thinking maybe 20. So I'm just like, okay, well, let me go ahead and look it up. So I look it up on the eBay app, and it was really only going for like $50. So not even, $44.99.
Here. I think it's too much.
Huh?
So I think it's too much. Someone's asking this much for it.
Oh, yep, very.
Kind of seemed like this person might have been a reseller. All of our tags on there are used with like one of those tag guns. They weren't like, written with the traditional, highlighter pink, highlighter green garage sale signs.
Got 2 hats.
So Stacy finds all of this Boy Scout clothing. So I'm kind of looking at them and like, I don't know that much about Boy Scouts. I know maybe sometimes the patches might be worth some money, but this, this look older, look vintage. He has some jackets, a couple shirts, some handkerchiefs, and some patches right there. So I'm looking at, these different colored jackets. Some of them, they were a little worn. They were definitely used. So I'm looking up this one.
Okay, this right here. They have all 3 pieces. If you want to look here, all 3 pieces for $30. We only have 1. If you want to try it, we'll try it.
I don't know.
Because I don't really know. I can't find any. So we're passing on the red jacket?
I think so, because we have it all.
Yeah, I agree.
And then right here are the patches, and she wants $30 for all of the patches. And, you know, I can't sit there and try to look up all the patches, so you got to kind of take a gamble on that. So I know patches might be worth something, so I'm going to try to make her an offer on all the patches. I'm going to put all the clothes back and try to make her an offer on the patches. And I must have been thinking, let me go back to that pin box right there. And sure enough, right there is a Disney pin. I was super pumped to find it. She wanted $2. It's like a Tinkerbell pin. It kind of has like some confetti in there from Walt Disney World. Really cool. Like I said, she wanted $2, and then I'm going to try to get that for $1.
Would you do 10 on these patches?
Ooh, I don't know about 10. Got 30 on this. That's offer. There's probably 15 patches there. At least.
I'm gonna give it the dog, right?
Yeah, you're good now. 15.
Okay, would you do $1 on this pin? Okay, let me go ask my wife about the patches real quick. She said she'd do 15. And then I was gonna get this for $1.
What is it?
A Disney pin, Tinkerbell.
So I ended up getting the pin and the patches. I ended up spending $15 for those.
Unless it's set to start till noon.
Yeah.
Don't have everything out.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever's out here. If you
Okay.
see something.
Do you still have the old country roses?
What, honey?
Do you have the old country roses?
Yeah, I've got that in the house.
So we came to this garage sale. It was weird. This one started late. This one started like at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. But on her ad, it said that she had some of the old country roses china. And there's different sets of it. There's like a tea set and different things like that. I think that she had the tea set. So Stacy's asking, because that's one of Stacy's favorite patterns of china, the old country roses. So we're asking, seeing how much it is. And she said that it was still inside. So she's going to go ahead and bring it out.
How many?
That's in your ballpark figure. It's about $250 for the tray and teapot, sugar creamer. There's a little dish, like it's like a little cookie dish, I guess you would say, and 2 cups.
Just 2 cups?
2 cups, I think, is what.
Do you have the plates or anything?
I sold all my. I had everything in this thing.
Gotcha.
I still have other pieces. I have vases. I have. Like I said, I haven't got everything out. I'm still working.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Let's see, what's the other piece? Well, there's a real pretty vase.
Okay. Just at $250.
Oh, 2 of the collector cups. They're a little bit different flowers. They're collectors. But
Okay.
I mean, they match. They interact with it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I don't know. I've got a couple other things. I just have to look. If you're interested, but I just tell you that's the price range.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
That's
All
fine.
right. I'll be
Thank you.
right back.
I mean, I just want to see what she has. So much.
Well, what would you offer?
Mm.
It's not even worth it.
Say okay, thank you.
It really is a beautiful set, but for $250, it's just too much for that.